Hi, I'm Mona Delfino, a medical intuitive, vibrational healer, shaman. I do it all, baby. I read energy like a banshee. And the reason I'm here today to talk to you is because, number one, I really love you guys. I want to thank you for everything that you are doing in our world that's helping our world to achieve a new kind of relationship with itself. And a lot of people today are feeling a little lost. And I wanted to come to you today and tell you what's happening. I feel the importance right now is to recognize that we are in this together. Every single human on earth is going through it. There's nobody left out. I don't care what corporation you belong to, or if you're the president of the United States, and God only knows where that's going. And so at this point in time, I want to share with you what is going on. We are losing what we thought was familiarity. The bottom line is that familiarity is something that we were always used to feeling safe around, whether it was within our families or within our own patterns, how we were adapting to situations and things like that, helping ourselves to feel good and comfortable. Well, we know those days are gone. We are not in a position of learning how to stay backwards in an old familiar pattern. What's happening today is we are moving forward. We are learning how to become who we really are, individually, self-empowered, and knowing that inside of us, we are leaders. We would not be on the planet today if we did not have leadership quality within each and every human being. We have beautiful children being born today that are actually sharing that they don't have any baggage. They're coming in knowing what they want, but they also know how to enjoy themselves, and they know how to enjoy each other. So we need to learn from the kids. Okay, it's really important right now. As Bruce Lipton and wonderful Greg Braden and many, many other speakers have talked about, they have said to us that we are in a period of time that is a 26,000-year cycle, and we have never been in a period of time that has been this important before. The reason this is important is because humanity is changing. It is humanity that will make it or break it in our world. So what we're doing right now in this particular year of 2016 is learning how to be self-empowered, losing familiarity, and starting over with a deeper and truer intent within yourself. So I want to share with you today that the importance of understanding this is going to help you to realize that it doesn't matter what relationship you're in, that everything is a mirror. And all the relationships that you have around you is mirroring a part of you. That's why judgment doesn't work in our world anymore. But what we're doing is we're actually learning how to understand each other better, okay? And how do we do that? By understanding ourselves better. So everybody that you're around right now, I don't care if you've been married for 40 years, everyone that you're around right now is teaching you how to learn to be better in yourself. Every one of us is being asked to encourage ourselves into a self-esteem and an empowerment that's going to help change the world. When you do it for yourself, you're doing it for people around you. When those people start doing it for themselves, they're doing it for the people around them. So what we're doing is it's like an energy thing of the word of mouth. And we're learning how to identify ourselves better as a collective and as independent people. So remember, you are a leader and you do have a mission. And whether you know it or not, you are here to help identify that and to change the old way of thinking into the new beginnings. We are here to learn from each other, and we are also here to help heal each other. So let it be known that from this moment on, that this is how it's going to be. Okay, and so let's drop the judgments and see the higher picture as to why these things are happening in the world. They're happening to come out of the woodwork. No matter who's running for president, no matter what's happening in our world, no matter what it is, everything's happening for a reason. The best thing to do is look at it objectively instead of judgmentally, and you'll see a whole different light. So with that said, I want to share with you one more thing. And the importance between what we have as the solar eclipse from what had happened about a week ago into the lunar eclipse, which is going to happen on March 22nd. I'd like to look at it this way. The solar eclipse was a time for every single human on the planet to get ready like a horse race. And what that means, it's not about competition at all. What it is it's about where all the horses are lined up. And that's all of us. We're all in this together. And so what's happening is that the solar eclipse opened the gate, but the lunar eclipse is going to be like the flag coming down and saying, and they're off. Okay, that's what this is. We are waiting for that lunar eclipse to help us recognize that we are in between the solar and the lunar eclipse for the month of March. It's going to help us to begin again. It's going to help us to become more recognizable within ourselves. Take this opportunity to learn about that. Take time for yourself. If you have to go on a trip, go on a trip. But remember, it's in those quiet times, those quiet moments, that's when the cells begin to percolate. That's when the changing and the shifting occurs within the body, is during quiet time. That's what meditation is. So I'm asking you, between the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, to recognize that you are one unit within yourself, recreating a new divinity. I like to call us the divine spies of humanity. Why? Because we are uncovering ground. We are beginning to decode the causes of what happens in our world. So remember your power. The power is awesome, and it's not about third dimensional power. It's about power within the heart, power within the soul, power within the understanding that you're coming into more and more of. Give yourself the opportunity to release and to relax. And remember, everything's on track. All right? Okay, thank you. And please look at my new website at www.sacredreconnections.com. and start looking at what the spiritual immune system is about. We're going to be putting some wonderful things on the website. We're going to start incorporating things that you can listen to on the table of contents. So we're going to do the audio, probably even before we do the written guidebook. So get ready. And on March 21st, please join me and my friend Mahala Gale, who is an astrologer of 40 years, who's going to be talking about what this solar eclipse and lunar eclipse are all about and what happens in between all of that. She's going to help you identify what your connection is with what's happening in the universe. It's exciting, folks. It really is. So remember, the excitement comes in letting go of familiarity and starting the new. I like to say that the solar eclipse was the sun shining on the unknown. Okay, so on 21st of March, please join us at 5 o'clock at night, Pacific Central Time. And we're going to have a wonderful 2-hour program for you. You can sign up on my website, and let's have a good time. All right, over and out. Love to all of you. Thanks again.